Hey, yo, peace, peace. It's your man, Ojo. Come right back at you. Spend that real talk real fast, man. Hey, man, I'm going to split this thing up a little bit, man. And I'm going to talk about spirit and soul. Because someone asked me, what's the end game when it comes to this spirituality? And, man, in order for me to give you an understanding of the end game, I have to take you to the beginning. But I'm not going to take you all the way to the beginning. I'm just going to give you an understanding of spirit and soul. Now, in some of my other videos you could watch, man, especially with the series that's up there called the Fall of the Gods, I broke it down in the beginning of how things came into existence. So go watch that. But I'm not going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about spirit and soul. Now, spirit is the vibrations that all things in existence put off. If there was no spirit, nothing would exist. Period. That's just how things are. Now, some may say, well, how does that work? Let me give you an example. Say you and some buddies, man, you guys are sitting in a room, man, and you guys are having a good time, a good conversation. But then a stranger walks in, and then the stranger's looking at everybody like, what you would say, some of you would say, man, that guy has a very bad vibration coming off of them. And then some would say, man, that guy has a very bad spirit about him. Right, you get that? Spirit, vibration. It's that simple. Now, your spirit, each one of us, our spirit, it has its own energy signature. Meaning that your spirit vibrates a certain way because everyone has experienced existence. They experience existence within their own different forms. And then whatever you experience within existence is recorded within your spirit. And then not only is it recorded in your spirit, when you manifest in the physical, it's still recorded in your spirit, and it goes down to this thing that you call your DNA. It's locked in. Now, when someone thinks of DNA, you may be thinking of the physical part of DNA, but you're not looking at the invisible part of the DNA, which is the spirit of the DNA, which is the spirit and which exists within your energy signature. Now, this is why you may have your energy signature is the reason why you may have children that look exactly like you. You know what I'm saying? Because they come up out of your spirit, and they have part of your spirit. They have part of your spirit, your energy signature, but they also have part of the energy signature of the mother. So those two merge. So you may look at a child and be like, well, some days he looked like his mother, but some days he looked like his father. That's just how that is, man. It's that simple. Now let's talk about the soul. The soul is the emotional part of you. It is your emotional intelligence. Your soul feels everything your spirit does, but your soul needs a body to experience this existence. Now, your soul is nothing more, or should I say nothing less than the divine intelligence, or should I say this thing that man calls God. It rides your spirit, and then it experiences this thing that we call existence. Within your spirit, there are many different types of existences. From your grandparents, your grandparents' grandparents, and your grandparents' grandparents' grandparents, and then the both sides, it constantly splits off like a tree. So there's all kinds of things in your DNA. The reason why, or in your spirit, the reason why you are the way how you are right now is because you selected the certain parts of your spirit that you want to manifest. That's it. Because you have all kinds of things existing in your spirit, in your spirit. Man, some people, man, there's parts of you that smoke cigarettes, but you choose not to be a cigarette smoker. Now, here's something unique about the soul. Now, when the physical ends and you go back to spirit form, this thing that you call the soul, it returns back to its essence, but the spirit still exists. Now, when the spirit comes back and manifests in physical form, you know what I'm saying? When your exact energy signature decides to come back and manifest in physical form, this thing that they call the soul, which is a unit, which is infinite or whatever, when you breathe in, that soul comes right back into your body. I'm not telling you, not the exact, well, it is the same soul. It's just like, How do I say that? Now I'm tripping up right there. Well, the soul is what it is, and when you come back into the physical form, the soul comes right back in you. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Now let's see if I forgot anything, man. I kind of did that kind of fast in 5 minutes. Oh, let's talk about the end game. Now, knowledge is the key. When it comes down to it, knowledge is the key. Now, other people are, you wish to go on to higher dimensions, but if you're just sitting here just existing, you can't go on to higher dimensions. So you have to study and get an understanding how things work in this spiritual existence. Because the more you understand how something works, the more it becomes of you. And then the different points of view that you get of these physical planes, which are giving you a higher dimensions. Now, you're going to get to the point to where you're going to be so high on your dimensions, and this I don't even know if this is the highest level. No, it's not the highest level. But you're going to go to a part into your levels of existence that you're going to you're going to know how things work in this spiritual existence, and then you're going to get to the point to where you're going to be able to create your whole own universe because you are manifesting the Metatron that exists within you. Who is Metatron? What is Metatron? They say Metatron was the chief recorder of the character that they call God, or when people try to talk about God. Metatron knows everything that God did or knows how everything works out. Your job, you become the Metatron, you return to the oneness, and then you begin to create your own universe. And then there's a higher level than that. But I'm going to stop right there. Anyway, this is your man, L. Judge, man. I'm sorry, man. This took 7 minutes of your time, man. I hope you got something from this here. Peace and blessings. Man, I'm out.